Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Today we are ranking another Nerf line, Nerf Icon. A very interesting line that everyone was really hyped for, and then failed on so many fronts that it died after 5 blasters. This line has 5 blasters, and it sucked hard. So today we are looking at this. I've ranked many other lines, like really good ones like Zombie Strike and stuff, so head to my channel and check that out. But today we're ranking Nerf Icon, a awful line, to say the least. And starting off at number 5 is the Long Shot, the remake version. Let's start out with the front gun, which is literally just the exact same thing that was before, which is a very terrible blaster. It still is terrible. They did nothing to make it better. Like, it's so bad that it fires like 15 feet, 10 feet, one shot. I feel like they could have made it a little bit better. They didn't. And then the Long Shot itself, they completely redesigned the internals so it wouldn't have a big plunger tube. The whole point of the Long Shot, why everyone loves it, is because of its massive plunger tube. They made it smaller. Yes, does it fire better? Yeah, because the original Long Shot just didn't work well. This fires better, but replaces everything in the internals, how stuff fits, so you can't put like a Long Shot kit in it. So this Long Shot can't become an overpowered Long Shot. It can only stay this normal Long Shot that fires a little bit better than an average Long Shot. At least it came with a scope. It still has its stock. It's bipod, which the Zombie Strike one, the last one before this one, didn't have a bipod and left it weird looking, but still had the big plunger tube, so that was really good. This is a fail in every aspect. An Icon line is supposed to bring back the iconic blaster. This is not the iconic blaster. This is literally a different blaster internals in the Long Shot. So that this thing comes in at number 5. At number 4, the Element. First of all, how is this an Icon blaster? Who likes the Element? Who even knows about this? I knew about it because I picked one up at a thrift store a long time ago. That's the only reason I knew what the Element was. Why not literally, like, I don't know, one of the more popular one-shot blasters? Or how about the Maverick? Like, why the Element of all blasters, Nerf, you could have picked? It holds 5 extra rounds, which is really cool. It's actually a good feeling blaster. It's T-pole. It's one shot. It does have a lot of onboard storage. But there's no reason why this should be an Icon blaster. And it's literally just the exact same thing that once was. Nothing different. It's just literally the blaster with the Icon logo stamped on the side. Why not? Why didn't you do like the original Night Finder? Why the Element? I just don't get it. And I never will. Still better than the Long Shot, because the Long Shot they just ruined. At least this one is just the Element, but it's nothing cool. So 4. Coming in at number 3 is the Mag Strike. Now, I don't know about iconic. It's more iconic than the Element. I mean, it's interesting, but I still don't know if it should have been on the Icon series. It's something. It's better. It's cool. If you don't know what this blaster is, you pump it up a lot, you pull the trigger, it fires 10 rounds in rapid succession with a clip put into the blaster. And the issue with this one, when it even first came out, was it comes with one clip. And these clips hold 10 rounds. And this thing fires 10 rounds in like a second or two. Why didn't the new one come with more clips? Just saying, like, The whole reason this blaster has its issues because no one uses it because it just doesn't have more clips. Should have came with another clip or even 2 more clips, to be honest. It's just the stock mag strike. They didn't do anything new or interesting. Should have just had more clips, in my opinion. And again, they just slapped the Icon logo and called it a day. And I wouldn't call this one iconic either. So, comes in at number 3. Just because at least it's cool. It's more iconic than Element. That's why it's 3. Coming in at number 2 is the Spectre. The Spectre is an actual iconic blaster. Why is it iconic? Because of its silencer. It doesn't actually silence or do anything, but because of the silencer. And guess where they put the icon logo? On the silencer. So this blaster is popular just because of its silencer. So that's why it's iconic. The silencer is iconic, so that's why they put the logo. But this is a 5-round top prime blaster. It has a foldable stock that is very terrible. And the silencer barrel, which is the only blaster that ever came with it. And there's now 3 versions of it. There's a yellow, there's a blue, and there's this one with the Icon logo. And this one I still think is the worst. Because I just don't think it looks as good as the other two. Because there's a weird black strip on it. It has the logo on it. There's too much going on it, and I don't like it. So once again, they ruined what makes this thing iconic. And I don't think they changed the internals at all. So once again, stock. And this blaster is mid, to say the least. It is, once again, a blaster that finally deserves to be on the icon list, the one that does, but they've messed with what made it iconic in the first place. It's silencer, because I just don't like the look of this one. The black strip, I just don't like. So 2. And number 1 is the Stampede. The Stampede is number 1 because it is the Stampede. Very iconic. It is a motorized, spring-powered electric blaster that has no changes to it whatsoever. Still takes 6D batteries. It comes with stuff that it came with. An 18-round mag, a big shield, but it does not come with its foregrip that has a pop-out bipod, which honestly sucks. But it is the Stampede, so at least it's cool. It does a big chonking sound. Fires rounds at decent speed, not insane, not even good, just alright. And it's fine. I mean, when it was released with the Icon series, it's still very outdated. All these blasters were outdated. And yeah, this is the most iconic blaster, and they didn't even come with all its original parts. And the Stampede was originally supposed to come with the original 50-round drum. So if they re-released this with the 50-round drum, that would have been awesome. But they didn't. And that's kind of sad. That would have been very cool. And maybe actually save this line. But just poor makeshift versions, or just no changes to the original versions at all. The Icon series, it feels like Nerf didn't even know what they wanted to do with Icon. And it doesn't even have like the Maverick or Night Finder, any like really iconic stuff. Like the original Alpha Trooper. Like, come on. Like, the most iconic thing here is the long shot. Absolutely. But I don't call this even a long shot because of what they did to it. So, it's probably between the Stampede. Stampede's probably the most iconic, honestly. And with that, I'm glad this line died. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out my channel. I do many different rankings videos. This one's a little short, but also only 5 blasters in this line. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.